Hello beaders, welcome to Beachside Bead Boutique. My name is Jeri. Today I am super excited because I have Bargain Bead Box here for the month of June, and I'm really excited to open this up and see what's in here. I literally just got this out of the mailbox. I got home from work and I knew this was delivered today because I got the notification. So I've been, anxiously awaiting to open up this package. So let's go ahead and do this. Yes, I'm so excited, and I'm glad that I got this earlier this month than I did last month. Last month, I was waiting, it seemed like for a long time. I did see Lauren's little sneak peek of this month's box, but I didn't watch any unboxing videos. So we have, let me just go ahead and open this first. Ooh, it's pink. Pink and red and green. I love pink. Pink is my favorite color, pink and purple. So yeah, this is called Strawberry Soirée collection, and I'm very excited. So it says, enjoy the fruits of summer harvest with this vibrant medley of strawberry quartz and cherry quartz glass. Accents include adorable lampwork glass beads, berry-shaped red crystals, green glass leaf drops, and more. Silver finished findings like an elegant platinum plated brass leaf clasp and quality stainless steel chain complete the collection. So that is very exciting. So let's go ahead and get started with a Strawberry Soirée. I knew it was going to be strawberry. I was thinking strawberry fields, but ooh, ooh, ooh. Okay. Oh, I'm really excited. I'm going to go ahead and get everything organized, and I'll be right back, and we will do the full unboxing, and then also stick around to see what I designed from the contents of this box. So if you already seen somebody's unboxing, well, please just stick around and at least watch what I make with these beautiful beads. Okay, beaders, so I will say we do have 20 items in this month's collection, and the retail value is $95.10. And if you subscribe to Bargain Bead Box, like I said, you get this for $25 a month, including the shipping. And, so it's a really, really good deal. Plus the 30% off coupon code that you get to use for, it's like a month and a half. It's good at the sister site Bead Box Bargains. And I have used that coupon code plenty of times to save me a good bit of money. So it is definitely worth it. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started with Strawberry Soirée for June 2026. And can you guys even believe it's June already? I mean, it's crazy, right? Okay, so this first one, this is 9 pieces, 20 to 39 millimeter cherry quartz glass graduated teardrop pendants. And this is a $12.99 value. So this is already almost half of the value that you pay for the box. This is the first item. And look at this. This is a beautiful pendant. Get that one the right way. Get these in line. There. Look at how pretty. I mean, this is so gorgeous. You get 9 beautiful cherry quartz, beautiful pendants. I mean, you could wear the whole thing together. You can split it up if you want to, but very nice. It is a very pretty color. Let me get my little seashell here. Not prepared. Like I said, I just got this out of the mailbox. I just got home from work. Okay, look, I'm not even using my seashell. Let's put this on the seashell so we can get a look at it. That is very pretty. I mean, it's very translucent, but it's so pretty. We have, let me hold it in my hand maybe, because I'm getting the pearlesque of the pearl here, the shell. Yes, very pretty. I mean, you see the little darker pink swirls, a little bit of crackle kind of look. So nice. I mean, it would be very pretty to use this whole thing together. I really love that. This is very nice and yummy looking. And we even have the little cherry quartz spacers in between. So, you know, we get 2 for the price of 1, really. Well, we get, you know, 20 for the price of 10 or whatever it is. Okay, next we have 8mm strawberry quartz round beads, a 7.5-inch strand for $5.99 value. And these are so pretty. What I say, this is strawberry quartz. And then this is cherry quartz. Okay. Yes, I see it does have a little bit of a different color variation. A little bit. Not a whole lot. I mean, we have, you know, strawberry and cherry. So we have a little fruit salad. I love fruit salad. Of course, this little pink string in here maybe makes it look a little bit more pink than what it is. That is very pretty. Yes, that is so pretty. I mean, I love this very light, very pretty, translucent pink. So nice. And then here we have 8mm cherry quartz glass man-made round bead 7-inch strand for $3.49. So I have to remember this is cherry. So cherry is what the pendant is. Yes, I can see this. Definitely looks like that. This has more of a little bit of a maybe purple tone, like lilac kind of compared to the cherry quartz. That is very pretty. Look at this, very pretty. The swirls in there. That is very nice. I love the pink. Yes. Oh yeah, I could definitely tell the difference of these 2 colors. Okay, next, now this one is strawberry. Strawberry quartz nugget beads, 7.5-inch strand for $4.79. And I love nuggets. I know I've told you before. I really do. I like the shape of them. I like that they are just irregular, you know, which is kind of how my jewelry designs are, right? Just kind of random and irregular. But I really do love these. These are very nice because they're, you know, many different shapes and sizes. And we have some different color variations. And next we have cherry quartz, glass faceted rondelle beads, 7-inch strand for $6.99. Ooh, now this is the cherry. Ooh, that is pretty. See, now these are very translucent, and then this is a little more opaque. It's a little bit pinkier, if that's even a word, pinkier, but very pretty. I love the sparkle. I love the color. Yeah, see, I mean, look at very translucent. And then this one is a very nice pink. I love it. Definitely giving me a strawberry and cherry vibe. Well, this one is cherry, right? So a cherry vibe. We have strawberries and cherries. So we'll have to keep that straight. And then next we have 6mm cherry quartz glass man-made faceted plated round beads, 7.5-inch strand for $5.99. Ooh. Now again, this is cherry. Very cherry. Ooh, isn't that luscious? That is very pretty. It's faceted, so, well, as I would normally say, faucet. I don't even know how I said it. Faceted. 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 Very pretty. Wow, I love the sparkle. And of course, you know, we do have some color variation. Super gorgeous. I love my pink, so I'm very happy. This is very pink. If you like pink, this is your bundle. And then next we have two pieces, 18 by 11 millimeter strawberry quartz and brass faceted strawberry charms, a $6.99 value. We have some really cute little, oh yeah, look at the little strawberry. That's cute, because this is the back. So the back just has the shape, where the front has that very cute little leaf detail up there. I really like these. Very pretty color. Of course, you know, we have the shimmer from the faucets. Very cute. And they do look to be maybe a little difference in color. See, this one looks a little bit more pink, which is fine with me. You know, my stuff is not matchy-matchy. So, hey, if I'm going to make a pair of earrings and it's not exactly the same, that's perfectly fine with me. And, I mean, it looks similar. But, you know, different is good. I like different. Okay, next we have 6 millimeter crystal faceted teardrop beads in scarlet AB 10-inch strand for $4.99. Ooh, this is gorgeous. Now this is faceted, so we have the sparkle, and then also AB, which stands for Aurora Borealis, like the oh, what do you call that? The Northern Lights. So you see how it has the very shimmery purple and pink, like the Northern Lights. So that's what that is. That is very nice. Super pretty. I mean, I love when it's faceted and AB, because you get such a beautiful shimmer and luster at the same time. And I love the color. It's just bringing out this very beautiful pink. Okay, next, now we have a little bit of green. 4 millimeter crystal bicone and rondelle beads in varied green AB 11-inch strand for $2.99. So we have bicone and rondelle. So we have two shapes in one 11-inch strand. Ooh, and that's very pretty. Crystals and AB, so it's very pretty. But it is very pretty because the color is, you know, a little varying. And I really like that. I love the sparkle, of course. Very nice. And this goes beautifully with our little strawberry and cherry patch that we have going on. Strawberry Soirée. Very nice. Okay, next we have 6 by 3 millimeter glass rondelle bead mix in strawberry parfait. 10 grams for $2.99. Put these on my little seashell. And these are cute. See, we have a very, some very translucent pink and red. And then we have a very matte opaque. And then the white. So very nice. Definitely looks like a strawberry parfait, like a strawberry milkshake. Really like it. Very cute. Looks like little lifesavers. Okay, next, now we have some more crystals. And this is glass faceted round beads in dark jade, 13-inch strand for $2.99. So we have another red, beautiful sparkle crystal. Oh, that is so deep and luscious. This is very pretty. This is like a beautiful cherry red, so sparkly. And it is a nice long strand. This is a gorgeous color. Wow, that is so pretty. This is beautiful for sure. Love this. Very, very pretty. And next we have 5 pieces, 14 by 12 millimeter lampwork glass handmade strawberry beads for $4.99. Ooh, these are so cute. Oh, these look so yummy. Like I just want to eat a strawberry. That looks so cute. I mean, it actually has the little strawberry detail in there. And then the hole goes from top to bottom. These are so cute. I love these. It really does make me want a strawberry. That is so cute. I love them. And then, like I said, we get 6 pieces. Okay, very good. I'm excited. And then next we have 30 pieces, 12 by 6 by 5 millimeter glass top drilled leaf beads in true green, $2.99. So not fake green, true green. This is true green. These are very pretty. I mean, I like the color variation, and it has like a little kind of a sparkle to it. Okay, let's inspect and see where the hole is. I can't see. Hold on. Okay, I think. Okay, the hole goes right here. Let me get out a little. Okay, let me get out a head pin so you can see where the hole is. There. So see, like that. It's just drilled from side to side at the top. Very cute. Really like these. These would look very cute with our strawberry. Okay, next we have 6 pieces, 10 millimeter rhinestone round beads, bright red for $3.99. Ooh, that is definitely a bright red. Very pretty, so sparkly. These are gorgeous. I mean, super sparkly to go with our beautiful sparkle red crystals here. Six pieces. And next, so that's all the beads. So next we have 50 pieces, 6 millimeter leaf bead caps, $2.99 value. So we get a whole lot of pieces, 50 pieces. See, little leaf bead caps. Take a couple out. Ooh, I don't want to drop these. Be a mess everywhere. Yeah, so we have just a little turnover. Come on. Trying to get this to turn over. Turn over. Oh my goodness. Goodness gracious. Where'd it go? Okay. Anyway, do you see that? You see that little leaf pattern? Very small, but that is cute. It would still look nice in a larger bead too, because if the bead is small and you don't want it, you know, the bead cap to take up the whole bead and then you don't see the bead. So it's just a little bit of a decorative touch at the very top of your bead. Okay, next we have 6 by 7 millimeter flower blossom spacer beads, 10 grams for $2.99. So we have bead caps, we have spacers. I told you guys, you always get a lot of cool things aside from just beads. These are cute. You see these little spacers, they're little flowers. Really like those. So the hole goes from here to here. So then your little flower would face up. Really cute. Yes, like I said, you always get a lot of things. And then these are 4 pieces, 10 by 6 millimeter sterling silver plated brass vine links, $3.99 value. We get how many? 2. Just a 2. No, 3. No, 4. Oh, they're just so small. Okay, let me put them in my hand because it kind of blends in with that little dish. So we got 4 little vine leaves that are very small. And okay, we have a little hole. See right at the top there. It's drilled from side to side at the top. Very small. Very cute. I like these. And next we have 6 pieces, 9 by 19 millimeter leaf detailed marquee links, $2.99. So again, this is something extra they give you. And like I said, a lot of times you do get links and connectors and clasp and jump ring sometimes. I mean, it's a whole lot of things for $25. I mean, you can create several projects. I know on the Facebook group that I'm in, the Bead Box Bargains Facebook group, I mean, I see people like, this is my 24th design with, so and so the month box. I'm like, dang. For one, I don't even have time to create 24, 25 things. I wish I did. And I always have a lot of beads left because, I could, there's only so much time that I have to split between, everything that I try to do on my channel. But, yeah. So yes, you could do a whole lot with their beads. But yes, these are very cute. And that's the back. It looks like a little surfboard. That's cute though. We got the same little vine that we have, here that I just showed you on this little connector link. Okay, we're almost done. Now this is a 33 by 15 millimeter platinum plated brass leaf toggle clasp, $4.99. Again, a toggle clasp, which is something that is very useful, and that's really cute. I mean, see, we have the really pretty leaf detail. So this is the bar that you would connect to one side of your jewelry design, and then this is the clasp. So you would take your bar and put it through the loop right here, and that would close your design. That is very cute. I mean, this little bar looks like a little stick, and then we have our leaf. So yes, really like that, and it's very different. Have not seen that before, and I like it. I like, things different for sure. And then the next, this is last, 4 by 3 millimeter stainless steel cable chain, 1 meter for $3.99. So we have a nice long chain. Oh, I like this chain too, because this one is a little bit thicker than what they have a lot of times. Sometimes it's so thin and I can't do a whole lot with it, but I do like this. I like this one. It is a little bit thicker, like I said. The links are a little wider. I'll kind of show you here without it being in a clump. Yeah, I like that. And I like to use chain in my designs. Okay, beaders, well, here is everything from the Bargain Bead Box collection for June 2026, Strawberry Soirée. I really, really like it. Of course, I love my pinks, so, I really love that. The strawberry quartz, the cherry quartz, like I said, we have a little fruit salad going on, and I love it. I love these little strawberry little charms right there. It's so cute. So anyway, I'm going to go ahead and get everything cleaned up, and I am going to come up with a design. I already do have a little idea. It's going to be, of course, a little beachside bee boutique, messy chaos mixed with a little bit of sparkle. Okay, so stay tuned and I'll be right back. Okay, beaders, so with the Bargain Bead Boxes Strawberry Soirée collection, we are going to turn it into a whimsical pair of strawberry earrings using bandana scraps, beads, wire wrapping, and of course, a little bit of creative chaos. Let's get beading. So for these earrings, you are going to need, I have 10 millimeter jump rings and 8 millimeter jump rings. I do have some 20 gauge silver wire. You will need silver head pins and eye pins. And then I do have this wood ring, and this is for the base of the earrings. I have some red bandana scraps. You will need a pair of tweezers. I have flush cutters, round nose pliers, bent nose pliers, nylon jaw pliers, and needle nose pliers. Also, I have a pair of scissors and a ruler and some fabric fusion. And of course, you will need ear wire. And then the bead selection, this is the beads that I'm going to be using from Bargain Bead Box. So yes, not a whole lot. And then I will be using a piece of the chain. And that's about it. So let's go ahead and get started. So first, for the base of the earring, we are going to use this wood ring, and we're going to coat it with the fabric fusion and cover it with the bandana scraps. I just like to paint my glue on with a paintbrush to make it neater. And you just want to put a light coat, just enough to get it started so you can start wrapping your bandana piece around the wood. And now I'm going to take my bandana piece and stick it onto the wood on the glue. Make sure it's stuck well. And then once you have a good grip on the wood, you can go ahead and start wrapping it around the ring. I'm going to use my tweezers for this so I can pull it through the center. And I'm going to keep adding the fabric glue onto the ring as I go to wrap the fabric around it. And I didn't cut my one strip of bandana long enough, so that's why I have to use two, but it is easier if you just do one. And make sure you have enough glue on your ring for the fabric to stick well. And then you probably will have to let it dry for a little while before we move to the next step. And now I finished wrapping the ring with the fabric, and I like the shabbiness of it. I mean, that gives it personality. And now I'm just going to take a little bit of my glue and brush it over the fabric just to seal it and protect the fabric. So just a light coat. Okay, now we have the base ready, so I'm just going to let this hang out here for the glue to dry, and we are going to move to the next step and make some dangles, which I call chaos clusters. Next, I'm going to cut 15 links off of the chain, which was from the boxes month. And that measures 1 1/4 inch in case you don't have this exact chain. I'm going to use an eye pin to create a little charm with one of the strawberries. And I'm using an eye pin because the hole on the strawberry is large. So if I use a head pin, it'll go right through. And I could put a smaller bead at the bottom, but I don't want to take away from the strawberry. So I'm just going to do it this way. Now I'm taking my round nose pliers, and I want the loop to be smaller. So I'm using the smaller end of the round nose pliers and placing it on my eye pin. I'm going to bend the eye pin toward me and then bend it back around the top ring of the round nose pliers. Take my round nose pliers out and reposition it to the bottom ring. Cross that wire over, so now we have a loop forming, but we're not going to close it because we're going to wire wrap this onto the chain. So I'm leaving it just like that and going to place this on the bottom of the chain and fit that last link into the loop on the strawberry. Make sure your chain goes inside the loop that we're forming. So I'm taking my bent nose pliers and holding the top of the eye pin so I could push the chain down into the loop. And then I'm going to hold the loop as I wrap the wire around the wire that the bead is on. Make sure it's secure. And you guys know I don't do a neat wrap, so it's just haphazardly wrapped. And now we have the chain attached to the bead, and I'm going to cut off the sharp edge and then use my pliers to tuck any sharp edges in. Okay, now we have our strawberry attached to the chain. That is really cute. Next, I'm going to put my chain with my strawberry dangle onto a 10mm jump ring and attaching that to the wood ring. And this is how you open and close a jump ring. You just want to go up and down. Attach my chain. And then attach it to the wood ring. And make sure you close it good. Now we have our first piece attached to the base of the earring. And now I'm going to take two 10mm jump rings, just the jump rings, and attach them to the wood base. Now I'm doing this because it's just going to provide a little bit of space in between the dangles. So there's not going to be anything on these two jump rings in between the dangles. Now I'm going to take an eye pin and I'm going to add one of the Jeri faceted beads and one of the red crystals. And then I'm going to take my round nose pliers and bend the wire toward me, and then bend it back around the top ring of the round nose pliers. Take my round nose pliers out and reposition to the bottom ring. Wrap the wire around. So that's going around the wire that the beads are on. See, now the wrap is secure. And again, I'm not doing a neat wrap. But go ahead and straighten your loop out. And then I'm going to cut the edge and tuck the end in so there's no sharp edges. And now I'm going to open another 10-inch jump ring and place my cast cluster on the jump ring and attach that to the wood ring next to the empty jump rings that we just placed on the ring. And of course, make sure you close your jump ring well. Really cute. Now we see our cute earring starting to form. Now I'm going to make another charm that I'm going to dangle from the bottom of the cluster that we just put on the ring. So I'm going to use one of the large red crystals and I'm putting that on a head pin, but see, it fell right through. So I'm going to use one of the smaller green crystals and then put on the big red crystal. And I'm just going to wire wrap it the exact same way, but I am going to stop when I am forming the loop so I can continue that onto the loop of the chaos cluster that we just attached to the ring. Now, of course, cut the end of the wire and tuck it in with your pliers. This is looking really cute. And now we're going to add one more chaos cluster to the other side of the strawberry. And again, I'm going to add two empty jump rings to provide a little bit of space in between the dangles. And now to create the next chaos cluster, I'm taking an eye pin and I'm going to put one of the Jeri little crystals, the AB, that I think are gorgeous, and then one of the red crystals, and this is that pear-shaped one, and then one of the little green crystals. And now we are going to go ahead and wire wrap this, so just the exact same way. Now again, I'm going to attach my little chaos cluster to a 10mm jump ring, and I'm going to add that to the wood ring next to the 2 empty jump rings that we just put on. I'm going to put my chaos cluster on the jump ring and then make sure the jump ring is closed well. And now I'm going to take another head pin and place one of the 8mm round cherry cords onto that. And we're going to wire wrap this onto the bottom of the chaos cluster that we just attached to the ring. So yes, this is all pretty repetitive, the same steps. But we are going to have a really cute and whimsical boho pair of earrings when we're done. And this looks really cute, and we are done adding chaos clusters. Of course, if you want to add more, you could add more. Make it your own. Next, I'm going to take my 20 gauge wire and I'm going to cut about a 7-inch piece. And with my nylon jaw pliers, I'm just going to straighten the wire out. And if you guys don't mind, if you could please say a prayer and send well wishes and good vibes to my kitty Blake. He does need some dental work. I just took him to the vet the other day. So yeah, he's in a little bit of pain, but they did give him some pain meds. So he seems to be, a little more stable now. So if you could please just, send some good vibes for him, I would appreciate it. Thank you so much. I'm going to create a little coil with my round nose pliers at the end of my wire. So one side of the wire, I'm just creating a little coil. Then I'm just going to smash that coil down. And then I'm going to place this onto the wood ring just right where the last chaos cluster is. So one side of the ring. Make sure you have a good grip on the ring. And then I'm going to add some of my beads. Now these are the small crystals. So I'm going to alternate red and green as I wrap the wire around the ring. So you want the crystal to sit on top of the ring. And I'm taking the wire just through the center, making sure that crystal sits on the top. And then pulling the wire really tight through the center. So I'm just going to continue wrapping the wire around the ring, like I said, alternating between the green and the red crystals. And there will be a total of 4 green and 4 red crystals wrapped around the ring. And then once you have all your beads on and the wire is near the end, you're going to go ahead and take your round nose pliers and create another coil at that end. And then smush it down into the wood ring. Make sure there's nothing sharp sticking out. And now I'm going to take another 10mm jump ring and place it on top of the ring so that we can add our ear wire. So I'm going to close that up, make sure it's good and closed because you don't want to lose your ear wire. And then we're going to take an 8mm jump ring and attach it to the 10mm jump ring. And that is to make sure that the earring lays right. Because if you just add the ear wire to that 10mm jump ring, then the earring is going to hang sideways. And you don't want that. And now we have our really cute completed earring. I love the beautiful crystals and the cute strawberry at the bottom. And of course, the bandana that gives it that Beachside Bead Boutique Creative Chaos look. So cute. And now we have a really cute pair of earrings. Like I said, I love the sparkle of the crystals. I love the whimsical strawberries and the creative chaos wire wrap, the bandana to give it that shabby look. I absolutely love them. They are so, so cute. Okay, beaders, well, thank you so much for joining me today for this Bargain Bead Box Strawberry Soirée unboxing and earring tutorial. I had so much fun turning these beautiful beads and a few bandana scraps into this sweet boho strawberry earrings. If you enjoyed this project, be sure to give this video a thumbs up, subscribe, and let me know in the comments what you would make with this month's box. Until next time, let's keep it messy, let's keep it boho, and as always, let's keep beading. Thank you so much, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.